What's up, guys? It's your boy Elias Sensei. Welcome to another video. Welcome to another video that nobody's gonna watch. I need to stop roasting myself. Anyways, I wear glasses. And I have a huge light behind me, so that's really distracting. So I'm just gonna be blind for the rest of this video. I'm just kidding. I can see, but very short distances. So this is another video. I'm not gonna upload daily, although I did upload a video yesterday, but I do kind of want to document what I was talking about in my previous video, which is the pursuits that I have going on in my life. And one of those pursuits that I'm actually doing right now is studying. What am I studying, you might ask? Well, if you watched my first video, you would know that I'm studying business. So currently right now, so you guys can kind of have an understanding of what exactly it is that I'm studying. I work for a company that pays for your tuition and for certain programs. And my academic history is a little unique. It's not conventional at all. So, story time. When I was around 14 years old, I got homeschooled. I wasn't a very good kid behavior-wise. Academically-wise, I was pretty good. I had A's and B's in my whole report card. I don't think I've ever gotten a C. So academically, I was good, but I just made some poor choices in terms of my behavior. We'll just call it that, my behavior. And my parents were kind of worried for me and what I could end up doing, later on in life. So they homeschooled me. The homeschool program that they put me in was an online high school. And retrospectively, that high school program that they put me in, my parents, with all good intentions, with the best intentions, they really were looking out for me. But that high school program is just, it has really held me back now as an adult. Because that high school program gives absolutely no qualifications for any college credit. The curriculum is extremely basic, and I'm now struggling to get into a college because the curriculum just kind of sucked, right? They had no second language, they had barely any lab classes. The math courses that they offered were really rudimentary and basic. So, I struggle to find now, fast forward, 8 years later, I struggle to enroll in a college because, it's a homeschool program for one, so it's not even, a traditional public high school. But the curriculum is just not strong enough, and I got rejected for one university that I was looking to. So now, the way I'm doing things in order to make up for that is, like I had mentioned previously, my employer pays for certain programs, and I'm taking certain college classes with this provider. The provider's name is Sophia, and the way my job did it is that they offer a block of classes that are tailored to a specific interest. So I chose business, of course, because that's what I want to get into, and that's what I'm currently doing now, is business classes. And so those business classes give you college credits, and those college credits then you can use to transfer to another school that of course accepts them. So yeah, story time over. That's what happened, and that's why I'm currently taking business classes with this provider called Sophia. And right now I am in this English composition class, and I was just gonna, for the purposes of this video, just kind of give an overview on how I do my own studying and maybe how it can help you guys out. If you guys don't want to, go too into detail with how you do studying, but you still want to learn and you still want to be engaged somewhat in the material. So I guess I can just show you guys. So first things first. If you guys can see my monitor right there, we'll just go into my web browser. So the way Sophia works is that you get the subject, right? You get the subjects, and for example, right now, obviously I'm in English composition, and they give you what's called a tutorial. They don't call it a lesson, it's called a tutorial. And you basically get these divided up portions of each tutorial. Like for example, this one's modes of composition. They give you this PDF where you can review the material, etc. I don't know if I can keep showing a lot of material. I don't know if that's copyrighted, but anyways, so they give you the material, you can study it. So what I do in my case is that I print it. I actually print it. And then, since I'm a stationery nerd, I love collecting pens and just highlighters and stuff like that. I print it, and then I start highlighting the information. What do I highlight exactly? Well, as you can see here, I try to highlight definitions, I try to highlight important points, and I use different colors for each. So for example, green would be a definition, yellow is just an important point, purple would be a graph or some type of graphic, and then blue would be like a list of things. So for example, if there's a subtitle and then there's bullet points, I would highlight those things in blue. And that kind of helps you get engaged in the material, because you're not just reading, off a computer, just blah, 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 and then answering the questions. Oh, that's another thing. With Sophia, after you finish the lesson, or they call it tutorial, you then get asked a question to make sure that you understood that part of the subject. You understood the tutorial, you understood the lesson, you answer it, and then you move on to the next one. So yeah, so that's basically what I do. And I feel like this method of studying has helped me a lot. Highlight is not the only thing that I do. Another thing that I do is I like to annotate. So annotating is important because it gives you that opportunity to put what's actually in your head onto paper. So you can't write what you don't really understand coherently. So what I do after I read it, I highlight it, I start annotating what's in my head about what I understood. And then I read that, and then I can be like, okay, so I understood this, And if I have difficulty writing down, annotating what I'm learning, then I'm like, okay, maybe I need to reread this, maybe I need to take some more time to understand it. Because if I can't enunciate it, if I can't annotate it, I can't write about it, then I'm not understanding it, right? So that's another thing that I do, is annotating. So that's another thing that can help out a lot. Also, another thing is gauging all the material that you have before you start getting into it. So what I like to do is, for example, this is one lesson, obviously, or tutorial, like how they want to call it. They have different bullet points, so kind of going over the bullet points first before you actually read everything. That way you have in your head, oh, what's this going to be about, You get yourself prepared for what it is you're going to be reviewing. That also helps out tremendously. But yeah, so anything else? Let me see. So after I do all this, I answer the questions, and then I try to mentalize. Is that even a word, mentalize? Well, I try to think in my head, okay, what's the definition of this word? What are the main points that I learned? Going over that in your head helps out a lot. It helps you to self-check and to make sure that you understand what it is that you are learning. So yeah, that's basically what I'm doing, and I hope that once I finish these classes, I can transfer them, and then hey, even if they don't transfer and I still get to go into college, what I'll be able to learn and apply here, I can apply there. And since I already took the classes, it just sets me up for success, because I've already taken these classes. I have most of the information in my head about this subject. I might learn an extra thing or two, but the fundamentals I already have. So if you guys are in a position like me, where you didn't have the traditional educational background, doing something like this might benefit you guys. It might help you guys get into a college, or it might just simply help you guys in further progress in your career, right? Especially if you're in a business field, this will definitely help out a lot, because it sets you out apart from your peers at work when you're able to enunciate things in business terms, right? But yeah, so that's it for this video, guys. If you guys watched, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.